4, 3.
That was
Good.
That was the Waynesboro one. That was good. Yeah, he still got the thing on. But yeah.
right. But that was more than 2-1.
Yeah.
That was like 2-1, 0, -1,
Right.
and then go. Was that all going to be recorded, or are people just going to act like we don't know what we're talking about?
No, we're leaving that in. We're leaving that in.
That checks out, everybody. Damon and Ted. Damon, your week.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for bringing the energy. So
Problem.
good. So good.
I bring it 206 episodes. Why don't you show up for once?
Yeah. Well, we're on 219, so.
Yeah. I didn't say I brought it for all of them.
Right. Look, there's a couple I wasn't here. It is what it is. Hey.
206 out of 219, and he's like, bro,
Yeah.
really?
Come on, man. I thought you were better than that. So I haven't talked about this because it's not a huge deal. It's just
It
something I'm
happens
doing.
to all men, especially of your age.
Correct. I have to take a blue pill. It is what it is. So anyway, I'm doing carnivore. Okay. Today, most days when we record at night. So I go, you know what? I'm not going to eat dinner because I'm not going to eat dinner after I get home. I'm going to fast. Let me tell you what my body said today about 11 o'clock.
What's that?
You are not going to fast.
Hey, that
Okay. So now you gotta remember now, I'm eating carnivore. I can't just go somewhere and get something unless I want to pay an astronomical amount of money for stuff that I could have brought from home, or you know what I mean, or whatever. Or ate breakfast this morning going, oh, now I'll be fine.
Right.
You know, I had a very bad plan that did not work out. So fast forward to I run to Costco and get these beef sticks that I really like. Okay. And one of those rotisserie chickens.
on your lunch?
On my lunch.
How long does that take?
I'm only 10 minutes from Costco.
Was there time for that?
Yeah, I'm only 10 minutes from Costco to get an hour. So anyway, 10 minutes from Costco. It gave me a half hour to basically just road dog ravage
Yeah.
one of those turkey or one of those chickens. You know what I mean?
How's the chicken?
The rotisserie chicken. Yeah, housed it. That's a good way. I'm not even kidding you. When you dive in there, bare hands into the bag, and you're like, okay, you're just grabbing handfuls of meat. You're like, that's hot.
What's weird to me?
That's hot.
Thanks for telling me I spilled down my shirt.
I didn't see you spill down your shirt. We're not on video. You're all right.
I didn't either, but
You could be spilling.
Yeah, but it's not.
You be spilling.
What's weird to me is that chicken could be the driest meat in America, yet you get a rotisserie chicken and you're not getting that grease off your fingers for at least 3 days.
No, that was the whole thing. So now I have to drive with my left hand. I'm eating with my right hand, and I'm burning like right now. I don't know how I don't have sores on my hand because I'm diving in. I go to grab the leg. The one time the bone comes right out of the leg and all the meat stays there, and I'm like, no. I was so pissed. So anyway, you're driving. So then I was like, okay, beef sticks. Well, then the beef sticks are in these packages that I actually have to work it around where my key is and try to poke a hole because it's like they made it to where they could send it to the moon.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm like, you just put it on a shelf in Costco and you're just keeping a fat guy from being able to eat it in the car on the way back. So but anyway, I ate 2 of these real long beef stick things, which were delicious. And I ate at least 40 to 50% of this rotisserie chicken. I tore it up silly style. It wasn't even
What
funny.
happened to the rest of it?
Huh? It's in the car right now. I had it at work, and then I had it in the fridge. I thought about bringing it up here, but it's a little hotter up here than it is in my car. So I think I'm going to leave it in the car. We'll see what happens. If I get home and I throw it out, it's $4. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
What I take away from this story is that apparently 11 a.m. on Monday is a good time to go to Costco.
Yeah.
If you were able to get to the chickens and the beef sticks and out, still have time to drive back and eat it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I was on a mission. I was right in. I know where everything. I'm like, boom, 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 done. And I was out. So, but like I said, I had to do that. Today's a fasting day, and I basically housed half a chicken, as Ted would say. All right. And some beef sticks. So the other thing that happened to me this week, that was today. Okay. This week, I brag about my dog Lilo. She has to take pills right now. She has Lyme disease. Okay?
Oh, all right.
She has Lyme disease. So apparently she had a tick somewhere, is what it is. She has Lyme disease. So I have to give her 3 pills in the morning. I'm not lying when I say I thought I'm going to have to put this in cheese. I'm going to do this and do that. You know, you have to do with dogs, peanut butter, whatever. I literally I shake the thing. She sits down. I hand her the first pill. She crunches it up and swallows it. And I go, you got to be kidding me. Now we did that for 5 days.
Yeah.
Fast forward to day 6, which was yesterday. Apparently they taste a little different on day 6 and it hit the floor. Well, then Minnie wants it because Minnie's sitting there like, I don't get a treat. That's the best thing too. Minnie walks up, she eats them faster. She's like, give me another one. Don't give none to her. Not anymore. So now I got to put them in her mouth and you got to do the whole, rubber throat thing. And she looks at you, but I was so proud. I'm telling everybody like, I've never had a dog that just takes their medicine like this. I talked about it too much.
Well, I also think you put too much of a positive spin on it because that doesn't sound more of a dog that takes their medicine as a dog that is just dumb as a bag of rocks.
Yeah, we'll just eat anything and doesn't
I'll
care.
just chomp on this. And then it took her 5 days to go, these taste terrible.
These are awful.
I don't want these. Every time I think it's going to be a treat and I get 3 of them in a row and they're gross.
Yeah.
But maybe today's today. And then on the 6th day, she's like, no.
Yeah. She's like,
no,
you know
wait
what?
a minute.
I'm getting on to you.
Wait a minute.
So,
Because what's smarter, and I think this is, like, I'm going to talk about my dog. My dog, if you put it in peanut butter and then wrap that cheese around that and then put that inside meat, you'll hear smacking and lipping and, chomping and everything. And then you look back 5 minutes later and the pill will be pristine, just sitting on the ground like,
oh yeah.
nice try.
Yeah.
Guess who just got a delicious treat and not a pill?
Hey, you want to try again? I love that snack.
Yeah, you want to go again?
Try again? Yeah.
Let's go to I'm full.
You know what? There's some pizza rolls in the freezer.
I
Why
will
don't
tell you this.
Let's grab those.
While we're on the topic of dogs, the other day, the dog starts sneezing. It's somewhere in the middle of the night. I haven't checked the time yet, but it's the middle of the night. I get woken up by the dog sneezing. He gets up, he goes into the bathroom to sneeze. I'm like, well, that's polite, though I can still hear you. It's attached to this room.
Right.
And then he goes to jump on the bed and he hits me in the legs, like his stomach hits me in the legs, and he just slides off. And I'm like, oh no, because my dog has history of seizures, right?
Oh.
So I think this is a problem. So I pop up, I don't see him. I'm like, well, no. So then I walk around the bed. He's begging to be let out by Tina. And I'm like, well, I'm already up. I mean, I'd have to be a real a-hole to go back to bed. And be like, he wants you. So I'm going back to bed.
50-50 chance.
Right.
I think you're getting back in bed.
So I get up and I go downstairs and I let him out. And he comes back in. He walks in. He just stares at the toilet in the downstairs bathroom. And I look and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. There's no the lid's up.
Lid's
So
up?
the lid's up. So it's not like there's a clog in it.
We're good then.
So I'm like, do you want a drink? Is that what you want? So I go get him a whole bowl. He houses the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Top to bottom. Usually he's a couple legs and he's like, I'll come back.
Oh,
He to the bottom.
guess who's going back out in a little bit?
Well, no, he immediately went out and took a massive dump.
Really?
Yeah, just straight out, and then turned around and stared at me, and he was like, "This is what I needed." And then, as soon as he's done with that, he just runs back upstairs and go to bed. But now I look at the clock; it's 2:30 in the morning. Guess who's up?
Oh, yeah.
This guy. Yeah. All because I thought, had I just been my regular self and been like, I don't know, the dog's probably dead, and made Tina get up, I wouldn't have to see any of that.
It really sucks to care, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You should have just.
I mean, it was the
go.
weirdest. It literally felt like he had gone I'm dying limp, and it just slid down as he went down. I was like,
well, then you're wide awake.
yeah, I was like, oh no.
Yeah. No, that adrenaline kicks in. You're like, I'm up now. I'm up.
I'll go one more story on the dog, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah.
So my youngest has been away at camp all summer, right?
Oh, okay.
And then there was one day that I came home and I was told that the dog was really whiny, and someone had a meeting that was too important, so didn't let the dog out, and the dog crapped in the upstairs hallway.
Gotcha.
And I was like, that's on you.
Because that's where carpet is.
Well, no, that's
Instead of going downstairs.
Yeah, where the
Right.
tile is. Well, the dog has never thrown up or pooped or anything on where we have tile in the house.
Correct.
It's always been on the carpet. But I was like, that's on you. I get the dog is irritating when you're in a meeting, but you can tell when the dog is, okay, this is irritating, this is extra irritating.
Yeah.
You didn't let the dog out. Dog took a crap on the carpet. You had to clean it up. Well, it turns out it happened more than once, except the other 2 times he was using the bedroom of the human that hasn't been home all summer, so no one caught it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he had his own personal bathroom.
Yeah, he already does. The world is his toilet. It's usually the outside
Understood.
world. Yeah.
Understood.
I came home and I was told, yeah, guess what? And I was like, well, I don't know. Turns out it wasn't just the hallway. It was also our daughter's room. I was like, oh, well, they're going to be thrilled to find that out. Still doesn't know. Hasn't gotten home. Gets home this week. Doesn't know that.
Well, that's all right. I mean, it's not.
I don't know if we'll ever maybe if they figure it out on their own, good for you, Jessica Fletcher. But otherwise, I don't think we're saying anything.
Yeah, it's not. We're not going to come in the door and be like, "Guess what the dog
Yeah,
did."
guess what the dog did.
You're never going to believe this.
Hey, been some surprises in your room. See if you can find any more. Well, what do I win? You win the surprise. You
win
find.
fudge. I don't know.
Yeah,
beach fudge.
Beach fudge.
Beach fudge. Yeah, that's a nice callback right
That's why I
there.
didn't want to spill.
Oh yeah, you made it run.
It stained.
So, Lilo's pills. I got to be Titan. Does he ever take pills the right way? Or no?
It's always peanut butter.
It's always peanut butter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like I said, I'm not going to try that. I'm just going to keep putting them in her mouth and shoving them down. But you got to do it for 30 days. Like I said, day 5, I'm still solid. Day 6
So
yesterday.
now you
I'm
got
like,
25 days now.
I got
of having to
25
figure it
days
out?
left. Yeah, I got 25 days left. I was kind of hoping, I know you're saying she's slow. I was hoping she was 29 days slow instead of 5 days slow. Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. I'm thrilled that now you have to deal with her trying to get it into the dog that no longer eats it, and then keep the dog that shouldn't have them away.
Yes.
That pleases me.
Yeah.
Though if I know you, after maybe 3 days of that, you're going to be like, no, you get nothing.
Yeah.
Except more excited and more like someone who brought the energy to the show, not me.
Yeah. No, I can definitely yell. Trust me. I can yell at that dog. So
I couldn't even fake angry Ted.
what about you? You got anything fun from this week you want to talk about?
Anything fun from this week? I mean, I did, and I lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll save it for next week.
Yeah. There was something I was like, oh yeah, this happened, but now I forget. Oh, to be fair, my sister's in town.
Oh yeah.
And there was this whole like, what should we meet up? And well, first off, I wasn't even going to see her because she's in town. I was supposed to pick up my daughter this weekend, but the whole schedule changed and everything. But then it turns out now I can see her, but we didn't make plans because I wasn't going to be able to see her on a weekend. It was maybe it was a dinner after work kind of thing because that's what my schedule was. So it was decided I would get together on Sunday. And I was like, just as a surprise, I'll go down there before my mom goes to church. I'll pick them all up and take them. And someone who goes to the church I grew up in, when my mom's still current church, ran into your wife, I don't know, a couple months back. And I said, this is the first time I've seen him since then. My mom's seen him and talked to him. I was like, hey, Roy, I understand you ran into a friend of mine. And I said, Nicole, and he's like, oh, Paracchio? Now, this guy couldn't remember my name to save his life. And I knew him for 18 years.
Yeah, Todd.
No, I don't think he got that much. He said he got Wilson. He got Wilson.
Gotcha.
He looked at me and my sister, and my niece was there, and my mom, and he was able to put Wilson together. He's an older gentleman. I'm not trying to make fun of him, but older people you haven't seen I probably haven't seen him in 10 years. It was like, I know you, but I don't know you. But immediately, oh, Nicole Paracchio. He's like, I want to say this. She's a lovely Christian woman. And I was like, well, you can say that, Roy. I'm not going to. Yeah. In church, I'm going to be like, that's some BS.
I was going to say, I don't know if that's bad. Is that derogatory? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I should say this. You probably should. Yeah. You're fine, But it was just incredible how much his attitude turned around. Like, oh, yeah. Well, listen, Todd, I'm not a big fan of yours, but no, she ran into him at a dollar store or something.
Yeah, she paid for his.
Yeah.
Well, it's this big story that she paid for his groceries. He had 2 bottles of like Diet Pepsi or whatever.
Right.
So she threw 2 bones down and was like, now they're best friends.
First off, we roll like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I got dollar store funds.
You guys roll deep, sure.
I got dollar store funds. All right. Listen, if it says Benton's on it, I could probably buy 2 packages of them things. All right. I'm just telling you right now.
So I was at my mom's and I opened. I know where the food. Like I just opened a drawer and my niece was like, "How'd you know that was in there?" I'm like, "This was my house.
Yeah.
This is my mother. I know where she keeps."
It's been there for 40 plus years.
This is the kitchen. It's either going to be pots and pans or food. That's how the kitchens work.
Yeah, there's 50-50 chance.
So I opened it up and I just went. It was those breakfast cookie things. What are they? I don't know. Belvitas.
Belvitas, yeah.
But I was like, Benton's. What has Damon been here? This is just trash. I gave her a hard time for having.
My wife also buys your mom stuff, so
well,
that's really what it is. So
apparently
she is a supplier for half of the people that go to that church. No, but it is funny. Same thing. Here's the deal. I know I'm a wonderful person. We all know that. But you okay? You're getting sick. You okay?
Yeah. I mean, Did you hear what you said?
Just checking. Yeah. Truth. Yeah. Truth bomb. Anyway, so here's where we're at. I know still that I also married a good person. So I mean, listen. We're doing our 30th reunion. That's coming up. All right. It's coming up in a couple weeks. We're doing our 30th reunion. The invitations went out.
Yeah.
And I got credited for them. I did nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
I actually gave her the wrong information for the wrong date.
You gave her wrong information more than once.
Yeah. Yeah. She had to change them. Okay. Because of me. So then everybody's like, oh, these are great. So then they're like, oh, we need somebody to work a table. Hey, my wife volunteered to do that. Oh, okay. Here's the deal. When you have people that you haven't seen, some of them you might not have seen in 30 years. Some of them you have, okay? But I don't look the same. You don't look,
Well, I think I look more different than you. I think people would recognize you
probably.
pretty easily.
But the fact of the matter is when you're at the table and you went to that school and people walk up and you're like, here, put this name tag on, and you don't know what name to write. At least with my wife sitting at the table, she should never know what name to write.
Well,
we're good.
I was the guy that had to do it 10 years ago. So you're preaching to the choir.
Yes.
And everyone but one. There was one person. I was like, there was a table laid out, and I was like, "Oh, welcome!" And I'd hand everyone. I was like, "Hey, good to see you, so and so." Or it's been forever. Here's your welcome gift.
No.
One person, I was like, "Hey, here's the table of welcome gifts. Please find your name and grab your bag."
When you find your name, could you hold it up so I can see it? Because I have no idea.
As soon as they walked away, I was like, "Noted."
I'm back to 1,000.
It was literally the only person. I was like, I have no idea. And even after they took it, I was like, I still don't know who they are.
Yeah, but But I feel like that's a safe move. You put somebody who didn't go to that school,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like, even, you know what's weird? You know, people are going to come in and they're going to be like, oh, hey, and they're going to act like they know her because they're not going to understand that she didn't go to that school.
Yeah.
That's what I want to watch. I want to see who does that and fakes it enough to be like, hey, how you been?
Well, that's what
you
it was.
don't know
I
her.
was worried that was going to happen Sunday because, it was just my brother-in-law didn't come out.
Okay.
And it was just my niece and my sister
Yeah.
and me and my mom in one row. And I was just waiting for people to go like, oh, welcome. Are you guys new to the... No, first off, we're brother and sister. So gross. Secondly, we were here when they built this place.
Yeah.
But that happened before, like years ago. My sister came home from somewhere and was there and was like, oh, and it was like, no, that's my sister. That we're not together. Like, why does everyone in this church try to do that? That's gross.
They're just trying to pair you up. They're trying to pair. You know what? The cool thing is she wouldn't have changed her last name. I mean,
she'd have to do it now.
she would now.
Now.
Now she was.
Yeah.
Starting now. She would have to. All right, hey, can we do a couple fun facts?
Sure.
Besides the fact that the people in your church like my wife more than they like you sometimes? All right, fun fact number 2 after that one. There's a tree in Pakistan that was arrested in 1898. And it is still in chains over 100 years later. And here's a story. A drunk British officer named James Squid, that's a weird last name, thought it was moving from its spot and ordered the sergeant to arrest the offending tree. So someone got an order to chain the tree.
I get that, let's say it's the 1st of August. The 2nd of August, no one was like...
Take the chains off the tree?
We can... Yeah, let's...
Hey, have you seen my cuffs?
Is that someone... I feel like that's someone like you, where you were like, no, I wasn't wrong. I take that chain off. I was wrong. So that chain stays.
This guy could be There Goes My Hero. He really could, because he's standing by. Yeah.
Oh.
That one doesn't stop.
This one stops. That one goes twice.
That one doesn't stop. That one goes twice. Yeah.
Do you want it to stop?
Well,
we want them all to
we
stop.
did. We want them all to stop. I mean,
Oh, okay.
We want them all to stop when we hit them the second time.
Here's the great thing about Audio Hive. Everything's improvised. All right.
I don't think that one ever stops.
This is wonderful. So,
or no, it's like he said he
yeah.
like your dog trains us. This is how the board works.
Yes.
You guys are idiots. You guys don't know how any electronical things work. Here's how the board works. We hit things and then all of a sudden, oh, well, that doesn't.
That's how that one works.
That one doesn't do it. You idiots. Why wouldn't you know that?
The other 15, they work just fine. I don't understand why you're pressing that one.
Speaking
That's
of
really ridiculous.
of companies that just run asinine, stupid rules.
Yeah.
I promoted my show the night before the reunion with Uncle Larry Reeb.
Oh yeah.
Said, hey, come out and here's the tickets. And that's all it was. It's like, here's the show, here's the details, link in comments for the tickets. Facebook took it off as spam, saying that I was trying to garner likes and recognition by using isn't that the point?
Yeah.
Isn't that the point? I want people to see it. Yes, I want people to like it, so other people see it, so they pay money to see a show. I'm not asking for money for myself right through this thing. I'm asking, please support theater and local comedy and everything by coming out and seeing it. And then the funny thing is that Larry, I've been on the shows with Larry multiple times. The only thing Larry has ever shared is me complaining to Facebook. I put on there like, hey, look what they did. They said this is spam.
And Larry found it funny.
And Larry shared that out.
Yeah.
So of course, Comedy Brian was like, look, even Facebook says you're too much of a of a shill.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
You're prima donna.
He literally was like, da, 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 da. You're a son of a bitch.
But here's the deal. Don't you put everything on Facebook? The picture of my ham sandwich from lunch is so people go, ooh, I wish I had that ham sandwich, and they like it. Or that looks delicious. They like it. It's all for attention. But I mean, you're actually doing
I'm just
something.
waiting for one of our reunion things to get flagged because we're asking people to pay money to come to our reunion.
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
Well,
so
the
point of that is that I was comparing the level of professionalism at Audio Hive to Facebook. Anyway, we're going with your drunk guy that arrested a tree.
So anyway, 100 years later, they still have the chains on there. I got to think, like you said, day 2, day 3, and then you got to arrest a perp and you're like, hey, where's your cuffs? Okay, listen, they're around a willow tree.
Is it this to the point though where they can't get the chain off? Because you've seen those photos probably where they someone parks a bike next to a tree and then gets sent away to war. So he never comes home, and then the tree absorbs.
I don't know if that's the actual tree, but it sure looks like it, and it's got chains hanging off of it. It's a joke, like it's chained to the ground.
Apparently, it never it stopped growing at that point.
Right. So anyway, but here's the deal. So you're a British officer, but it says a drunk British officer. So I don't know
Well,
how
this
many.
is the 18. You said the 18.
Yeah, it's 1898. You're right. You're right. So
yeah, the
that's-
Brits at that point still owned part of the world and did not care.
Yeah, that's probably a little different. Because I'm just looking at it going, okay, listen, if you were doing that nowadays and you're like, okay, the only reason that's still there is because the guy was lit.
Well, yeah. Well, the guy
when he did it.
had presumed power and was lit.
Correct. So, all right. So anyway, 100 years later, chain's still on. It looks like the tree never grew. So it is what it is. Number 2, state parks are introducing all-terrain wheelchairs, enabling people with mobility issues to experience trails for the first time. Now, that's kind of cool until you see the picture. Okay. It's a cool looking thing. Looks like Johnny 5, only with a chair.
Yeah.
Right. But here's the deal. I got buddies that go four-wheeling. They get stuck all the time. Okay. You got to pull them out with another four-wheeler. Who are you pulling out? What are you pulling out with this?
I know where we can get some chains.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to chain you to that tree right there.
Yeah.
Those chains have been there for 100 years. So be careful. Be very careful.
I mean, I get it. The other picture showed me in snow. I get it if they do it so you can take the trails
Right.
and you stay on the trails. But yeah, that's just asking for trouble.
It's asking for trouble. And again, you're on a motorized thing. Like we went through with the oxygen tanks and this and that, up to 9 hours. How much time do you get on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's the difference. Put me in the wheelchair, okay, or put Mac in the wheelchair. Let's see how long it lasts between the two of them. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, acts a little different when I'm in there.
Yeah,
You know what
it's
else does? Go-karts, anything else that I get in,
Right.
where it's like when I'm competing with somebody and I look and I go, why is mine so slow? It's not.
Oh, yeah.
It's working just as hard.
Well, yeah.
Okay?
Why is the 12-year-old child flying by me?
Right.
Oh yeah, because
yeah, he doesn't know how to steer and take the corners, and
Yeah.
he's beating me. Why? Oh, because he weighs as much as my thigh,
Right.
and I'm losing.
you're just
Right.
watching him scrape the wall the
Yeah.
entire way, and he's still winning.
Sparks flying. You're like, what are you doing?
Like you're in the groove. You're hitting the exact line.
Yeah.
You're turning. You're turning like wide on the right. Lean on the left, and still he's just like,
Yeah, it's like-
and he's still beating you. And
Yeah.
you're like, you son of a.
Personal best, and I finished like 3 laps down to the kindergarten class. You're like, what's going on?
Well, have you been on the ones now where it literally has like a hill that you have to go up all the way up,
oh yeah.
and then you get to then you catch up on the way down.
Oh yeah,
because gravity has now reversed.
Helps. Gravity helps.
Right.
Yeah.
But on
Yeah.
the way up, you're just watching everyone pass you, and
Well,
you're like,
and you're hearing it because yours has a different hum to it.
oh yeah, no, yours doesn't have a hum. It has a strain.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what Briggs and Stratton's doing right now, but it is hurting.
Oh, it's big. It's
hurting.
it's Briggs and straining. Is what it is.
Whatever you just moved, I love it because I can feel the
Right?
breeze. Yeah. Yeah. So whatever you just moved worked perfect. Oh, that feels great.
Wait, hold on. Can you feel it now?
Still a little bit.
Oh, good. I can really feel it because the chair's
There you go.
aiming it my way.
All right. So let's just agree to disagree that these are a bad idea. Okay. These are bad
I don't
idea.
know if we're agreeing to disagree.
Let's just agree.
I think we're agreeing to
Okay.
agree. Yeah.
All right. So here's another one. This is a long time. 8 years from 1995 to 2003. But God is mayor, which I don't know where this is, hired mimes to mock traffic violators, aiming to reduce chaotic driving. Now, this unique approach led to 50% decrease in traffic fatalities.
Yeah, but how much of an increase in mime fatalities?
Yeah, and homicide.
Right.
Mime homicide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mimicide?
Mimicide. Yeah, whatever it is. Here's the deal. They show him, okay, he's in the middle of the crosswalk.
Right.
First off, he's going to get punched.
Yeah.
Okay, he's mocking me for walking through a crosswalk. He's going to get punched. Okay. But what's he going to say? Ow? He can't.
Right.
He's a mime. Okay. He can't talk. It is what it is. Can't break the mime rule. It is what it is.
Well, I don't know if that's
That's how it works.
true, but
Yeah, mimes can't talk. You know that. They're mutes or something like that, right?
I don't know about that.
That's a mute.
You believe that?
Yeah. That's a mute point, right? Isn't that what it goes? But anyway, but it says 50% decrease in traffic fatalities.
Well,
So-
probably because they're watching the mimes get punched.
That's probably, you're right.
Instead
like the
of
cars.
like, well, I'm no longer upset because I'm watching this mime
Right.
literally get mauled.
Yeah, I want to run that lady down for going on 3, start walking across the intersection. But the mime, he's kind of
I think-
entertaining.
well, that's true. I think you actually so the person messes up, they upset you,
yeah.
but then you see the mime like make fun of them. So now the enemy of your enemy has become,
Gotcha.
you know
Gotcha.
what I mean? Like now,
Yeah, we
you
hate
and
her
you
together.
you and the person that angered you now hate this mime more than ever.
Right. I understand. You're like, you hate that mime too? You know, yeah. Punch him for me on the way by. He gets punched twice.
In
You're
this
like, there you go.
day and age, I get like, let's say in 1898 when drunk people would chain up trees.
Yeah.
Who goes into being a mime?
Dude, 1995. We graduated high school in 94.
Even 1995, I get the internet was still new and fresh in the real world. It'd been around in the government for a while, but
Yeah.
we were still using Walkmans and stuff, but we had other things to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I don't know how to entertain myself. I'm going to silently pretend I'm doing things.
Yeah. I'm going to go to mime school. Somebody had to really think that out. And then why do they have to have like the white face with the makeup? What is that? What
I
does
think
that do?
that was for visibility.
Well, yes, they don't get hit. This guy's wearing yellow pants and everything else, in an intersection. So, but again, it just says they hired him to mock traffic violators. I don't know how, that job's got to pay. There's got to be hazard pay.
Who comes up with that?
Oh, somebody in the council that's like, look.
Well, I want to know the 74 other things they tried first. Where they're like, I don't know, mimes.
You know what's weird? You think maybe like the mayor of this town went, my brother Bob is worthless.
Or it was like, my kid's a mime. How do I get this kid?
That's what it is.
How do I get this kid a job?
Yeah. I'm so proud of you, Billy. You know what? I created a position for you.
You and your dumb little fun little friends.
Yeah, you're going to mock people. Probably get punched in the face daily.
Oh, that's true too.
Yeah.
He found his kid a job, but also he put his kid in front of every fist in town.
Yeah. It's like, listen, people are not going to like you as much as I don't like the fact that you're a mime. So, but yeah, from 95 to 2003, that's 8 years. 8 years this program worked. I'm doing air quotes. Worked.
So why did it stop? I wonder.
I don't know. Because that, like I said, but it said it led to a 50% decrease. How do you track that too? Is it only at mime intersections?
Also, what if there was some just because the mimes did that, how do they prove the causation? Because there's causation without correlation, where sometimes the 50% came from something else. It had nothing to do with the mimes, but they're like, well, the mimes.
Right. Yeah, maybe gas prices went up.
Yeah.
And people are like, walking.
What they're not telling you is that a major interstate went through, just around that town, just 4 miles away. And people are like, well, we're not going through that weird mime intersection.
I don't want to go through there. Yeah.
Let's go over here.
Guy mocks me. I'm tired of punching that guy. I punched him 3 times yesterday. So 50% decrease in traffic fatalities. That's and we're talking about fatalities, not even like accidents.
That's true.
Fatalities.
What if 2 people died in 1994 and 1 person died?
Yeah.
2 people died in the 8 years prior and 1 person died, because that'd be a 50% reduction.
Right. But then, hey, what if then that day 1 person dies, then the mime has a heart attack and he dies?
Well, then they're like, hey, we canceled that program yesterday. It was a success.
It was, successful. By the way, we're down to mime.
Yeah. Program ended the moment that mime died.
I'm going to miss Billy. All right. I got another fun fact.
No, you got to do just the,
just the crying thing.
Just the rubbing your eyes right by the thing.
Yeah.
And you frown.
So this is wild. Wait till I show you this box. Van Moof, a Dutch bicycle company, cleverly placed TV images on their bike boxes to reduce shipping damage.
Oh, because people think they're shipping TVs.
Yep. So this creative approach led to an impressive 80% decrease in damages during transit.
But 120% increase in bike theft.
In theft, right? Because when that's on your front porch, okay, I'm taking your TV. I'm pissed off when you got a bike in that box.
I will give them this little clever bit, is that they have a TV with a picture of a bike on it.
Correct. Yes.
So you can be like, oh, is that the bike TV? Is that what that is?
But yeah, all your porch pirates, right, that are taking these TVs, then they find out their bikes, they're pissed.
Yeah, the Fred X's and the U-Pisses don't throw them anymore.
Right.
But the porch pirates are like, oh,
TVs. And we know they're not damaged because they were handled with care. Yeah. I used to steal broken bikes in these boxes.
But what was funny, though, then they open it up and they're like, what? And then they throw it back.
Then it gets thrown.
Yeah, then it gets damaged.
Then it gets thrown.
Upset.
You're like, I think the UPS guy did this. No. The guy turned around. He got down the road, opened it up and went, you got to be shitting me. And he turned around.
It's all those videos where you saw... Did you see those back when it was hard to get consoles and you'd see videos of parents that would somehow buy a box from someone and fill it with books?
Oh, yeah.
And then for Christmas, they'd open them. The kids would be like, oh! And they'd open it up and it would just be like textbooks and stuff. And those parents are probably murdered now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. They think they're getting a TV. They get a bike. Now, my parents did that to my cousin in reverse. It was back in probably 86, 87. He was looking for a particular wrestler for, the LGN, rubber wrestler guys.
Yeah.
Wrapped it up in a jeans box, handed it to him. And he's like, jeans, and then threw it down. And they're like, no, open it up. It's from your aunt and uncle. You open it up, and it was whatever wrestler it was, and he freaked out.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can go the
My
opposite
parents
way,
were cool once. Once, Johnny.
but not to you.
Oh, no, it's my cousin.
Hey,
That wouldn't be fun for them.
I got a TCO sells it to you. And
To me, it's just right to me.
Yeah, TCO sells it for you. Sorry, I'm going to give it to you. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, you're gonna have me read it? Is that
yes,
what we're doing?
because I want you to read it, and I don't know the guy, but it does come from Braidwood, Wilmington area. So there you go.
All
This
right.
this is pretty good. It's pretty good. TCO sells it for you.
Braidwood Wilmington sales. I have some high quality items looking to trade for beer. They are as follows: 2. That's more than one. 2
Dose.
Black & Decker cordless weed whackers and blower. 5 batteries equals 2 cases Coors Light. Did he get drunk in the middle of that?
I don't know.
2 Black & Decker cordless weed whackers and blower. 5 batteries. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to put my own camas in there.
Yeah.
Equals 2 cases of Coors Light. 2 bookshelves equals 1 12-pack Summer Shandy per bookcase. I don't want math, bro. But then he says the total value that he's listed as is
Yeah.
$111,111.
Yeah, that's the guy that put all the ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
because people do that. They do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Will trade for beer high quality items. Again, now if I just read that without putting my own punctuation in it, we'll trade for beer high quality items.
Yeah.
So beer high
Yeah. Quality items. Though.
quality items.
So here's a guy who apparently is not going to do any more yard work.
Right.
But he wants to get hammered.
Or finally realize that Black & Decker is no longer the quality name and tools it once was.
Well, hey, when you say quality, 2 cases of Coors Light, that's quality, you know?
I would like to know how he got 3 tools and 5 batteries. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, you only steal what's available.
That's true.
Okay? You only steal what's available. But then when you go to the 2 bookshelves, it could say 2 bookshelves equal 2 or 24, Summer Shandy. And instead, it's 1 12-pack per bookcase.
He went really math, like word problem on that.
He really did. So if my bookcase leaves Omaha at 5:30, how much beer do I get at 6:15?
Imagine if you just are just math illiterate and you show up with 1 case of Summer Shandy.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll like 2 bookcases, please. Oh, no. You can have 1.
I'm sorry, but the other one's spoken for. For who? The guy standing behind him with another case. He's like, that guy right there. So
I didn't really look at the pictures. Are they good bookcases?
no, they're actually stuff that like you would put
Like
by
the
the curb.
Presswood?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, they're garbage. They're garbage. So if you put the Summer Shandy on it, they would collapse. Okay, that's what it. 12. That's why you put 12 and not 24. You put 24 on it at one time, the shelf's going down.
That's why it's one.
It's going
one
it's,
per.
It's
per
tipping
bookshelf.
over too. It's only it's like 6 inches deep. It's like, what are you putting on this thing? I don't even know if books fit on it. They'd be hanging off. But no, I find it great when people go, I want to trade for something.
Yeah, I want to trade my trash for quality items.
And the bad part is that so this when I took this picture, it was 9 hours. Let's see, I took this picture yesterday on Sunday. So they posted this on Saturday night. So on Saturday night, they went to the garage and go, what can I trade for beer?
Oh yeah, for serious. They were like, hey, what they thought was, since they posted it on Saturday night, they thought they were getting drunk on Saturday night.
On Saturday night, right.
Here we are Sunday, and they're like, oh no.
Yeah. And then now it's Monday and it's time to do the yard work, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I got to decide.
Well, yeah. Do I dirty these, which I'm sure he thoroughly cleaned Black & Decker weed trimmers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, they're definitely high. First, I had to throw away the battery ones. I had battery ones. They drove me nuts because I have a decent sized yard, and as you're edging or doing this and that, I get through like a quarter of it, and I'm like, I got 2 batteries, bro. I got 2 batteries.
I updated to like the bigger battery version and better.
Okay.
The original ones, it sucked. I hated them.
Yeah, I had
Because
one
I
of those.
literally I'd have to. It was a 2-day project.
Yes.
You get half your yard done. You have to get all the batteries charged back up and start again.
Yeah, I had one of them Works GT things. That's what I had, and it was like, oh, okay. So, but
I had one now, but just lugging it around, the battery is so heavy that the arm that guides it is fine, but the arm that's holding up the rest of the stick is like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why is this so hard?
Do you even bench, bro? What are we doing right now?
Brah. So we get us some Summer Shandy for this?
So here's the deal. If you need bookcases or landscaping, paraphernalia, let us know.
Or if you just want to
Or if you just want to get rid of beer.
Yeah, maybe
you just want to get rid of beer.
decide to stop drinking beer.
Yeah, maybe it's a donation. You know what I mean? So it's one of those barter things. Remember they used to have them shows on TV where they start out with something, they trade up and trade up and trade up. Yeah, I don't know that you're trading up from power tools for something you're going to consume.
Of all the shows that we have discussed and talked about, and that they're rigged and fake and just put together by producers, that's the one where I was like,
Barter Kings?
come on.
Remember it?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I'm going to start off with this paperclip, and I'm going to have a house by the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like,
It'd literally be like, hey, I got this, I've got this moped. Street value about $1,300. I'd like your boat. I understand, which is $8,000. Well, I've always wanted a moped.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take that trade. What? The trailer alone is $2,000. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No,
I knew it would. Literally, they would pause. They would ponder for long enough to say the word ponder, like an a-hole, like I just did.
Yeah.
And then be like, all right, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
And then enthusiastically shake the hands and be like, you are a sucker, sir.
Yeah. Well, first off, there's a camera there, and the camera said, go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
I guarantee that guy didn't leave with his moped. He left with his boat.
And then I'll I'm going to take this boat and turn it into a recreational vehicle. Not like a C-class, like one that looks like a bus. Like
right.
Like a tour bus.
Like Tim McGraw's tour bus.
Yeah, that's the one.
Here's the deal. Tim McGraw wants a boat. I know he does. Okay. I want that tour bus.
Well, you can have a boat or the box. Oh, we'll take the box. But why? We could have a boat. Yeah, but we don't know what's in the box.
We don't know what's in the box.
It could be a boat.
It could be.
We could have had a boat.
It's exactly. Could be a boat in there.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's in that box. You have no idea.
Yeah, it's just a boat. We have no idea what's in this box. It could be a boat.
Does that box have a boat? Or does that boat have a box in it? Then I don't want that boat. I want the box. Yeah. But no, you're right. They always do. They trade up to it's like, okay, so now I'm going to pull up in front of P. Diddy's mansion.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to trade Tim McGraw's tour bus, which is valued at $1.2 million for this $19 million mansion. Because you know why? Taxes here in California suck. He don't want to be here no more. I love when they start playing the angle too. You're going to have to put plates on it, and it's going to need tires. It's going to need this. It's
you're going to have to wash it every now and then. You don't want to do that.
Yeah. Did you put the R in wash? I did. I can't trade with you. I really cannot trade with you.
I know I'm calling back to earlier in the show, but you know where we're from. We're from here. It's not like that's a thing. But at church, someone said that. They're like, I don't remember what it was, but they said wash it during the sermon, and I just went, bah!
No filter?
Well, I literally was just it did not see it come. That was the thing, is that my dad used to say that because he was from Southern Illinois, and I saw this meme where it was like, do it, say that thing I love in your accent, and it's a silhouette of a woman, and she just goes, wash rag.
Wash rag. Yeah.
So I said that to my sister 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And she died. So I'm sitting next to her, I do that, and she looks at me and I went, wash.
Wait, listen. Come on.
Come on. You don't. Come on. It was a free wash. We had to.
Everybody gets it.
I had to call that out.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah, I was literally the ostrich. I was like, ha!
All right. Let's do a There Goes My Hero. Okay? We don't have to press it twice because it doesn't stop.
Because we wanted it.
Okay, because we wanted it to stop, so we just had to let it run. Okay.
Because the TCO party don't stop.
Yeah. Ulysses Whitfield. Guess how old he is? His name's Ulysses.
119?
No, 85.
Well,
okay.
I was in the ballpark.
Yeah, retired this week from driving a school bus in Suffolk, Virginia. Okay. Over his 70-year career.
Oh,
yep.
God.
Yep, you read that right. He took only 2.5 days off. During that time, students could drive. So Whitfield said of the beginning of his career in 1954, he delivered students through changes in technology and radical upheaval, he said.
Yeah, originally it had a horse in the front, and it was a covered wagon.
Dude, but
he took 2 days off, all right, but he was a school bus driver.
Yeah.
So that means presumably he had every Saturday and Sunday off.
Yeah, and all summer.
All summer.
All summer.
And I get, for being a child of a teacher, it's not how it sounds. There's a lot of extra stuff. When my dad was a principal, never saw the guy. That was 6 years of my life where I was like, do I have a father?
Right.
And I'm not saying in a bad way. It was just, there's a lot that goes into it.
His time was needed.
Yeah, it's not like it was 7 to 3 like people think. It was, 6 to God knows when.
But the bell rang.
Yeah. We're out.
But the bell rang.
Mr. Belding, let's go. But a bus driver, and I'm not trying to diminish a bus driver.
3 hours a day.
Yeah, bus driver's not grading papers or doing like a curriculum or like making sure that's ready for when a sub shows up. Take another day off, bro.
Yeah. So it says, but it was smooth with me. I didn't have any problems with the kids at all. Respect the kids, and you'll receive respect from them. Okay, now listen. In 1954, probably true.
Yeah, I mean, here's what I pictured: that his bus, the dashboard of his bus, went from a phonograph to a record player to an 8-track to a cassette,
right,
to a CD player
to Bluetooth,
to Bluetooth.
The devil. Yeah. It's the devil.
And now he's a hipster. It's probably back to vinyl.
2 turntables and a microphone. So, but it says Whitfield plans
free ride.
Oh my God. Whitfield plans to come back part-time in the fall to train his replacement. Quote, to make sure the run is done nice and smooth like I was doing it. I have good kids. I'm going to miss them. I know it.
You know he's going to be one of those jerks that would be like, "Oh no, you stopped 4 feet too short."
Oh yeah, you don't want this guy in your bus.
This is not where we're turning.
No,
All that stuff.
no. Okay, but just let's look in the different 1954. Okay, he's picking up kids in Virginia. Okay, odds are, a lot of them look alike. Let's do it that way.
All right.
Then stuff starts happening.
Right.
So I wonder, Ulysses, okay, seems like a guy from the South. Okay, are we having a problem with the bus? I mean, honestly, think about it. This bus driver has gone through just
for sure
astronomical changes.
The point I want to make though is Ulysses was the name of the general who won the North.
Correct. You're right. You're correct. You're correct. So, but my point is like this guy has seen so much.
Yeah, I'm sure he saw quite a bit.
And he's probably like, okay, I saw that start. I saw that start.
Right.
I saw that start. 70 years. Listen. We live in a day and age where, first off, nobody's going to work for the same company for 20, 30, 40 years unless your name's on the front of it or you have part ownership or this or that. It's not going to happen because you're going to get your pay raises now by leaving.
I'm sure that, at one point, things came out of his mouth like, women in sports, get out of town.
Right, yeah. I got to drop the teacher off to vote. When did she start getting to vote?
They let you wear long pants?
Oh, my goodness.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So, but I'm just saying.
And those are probably some of the tamest things.
I was going to say, no, there's lots more stuff that I'm not going to say. But he witnessed, like he basically lived Forrest Gump's life as a bus driver.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There was that bus driver at the beginning of it. He's that was probably his story.
It's probably him.
He went to the movie and went like, wait a minute. It's all about that one weird kid I picked up?
That guy? Yeah. That kid ran all the way home.
Yeah.
He got off the bus at the wrong stop and ran all the way home.
I just felt like running.
Yeah, with braces on his legs. But anyway, 85 years old. Listen, anybody can do something for 70 years and then retire. That's pretty badass. Okay, but when
I want to know how big his route was.
Oh yeah, well,
because what if it was just like was it one of those rural routes where you got to go all over God's creation, or did he literally just make like 12 left turns every day? Well, twice a day, 24 left turns.
Yeah.
For 70 some years. Yeah, real hard job, Ulysses. Yeah, make sure you come in and show someone real early how to do that.
Well, and that's the whole thing. Like you said, you don't want to be that guy when you're like, hey, you're driving Ulysses bus. I quit.
Yeah, right.
I quit. I don't care if you pay $27 an hour. I'm not doing this stuff. That's the other thing too. It's funny because outside my kid's school, they always have a bus out there that has a banner on it that says hiring. Okay, so they're always hiring. And I think it says something like $19 or whatever they start at. Here's the deal. That's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. But you're not working any hours.
Right.
Unless
you're working a few hours in the morning and a few hours in the afternoon.
Or
7 months of the year.
Or if there's a wrestling meet after school and you got to drive somebody 45 minutes away, then you got to sit there. Now, that's cool. You're getting paid for that. But do you really want to make that? I mean, at 8 o'clock at night?
Do you really want to drive me?
So, but I'm just saying, in 1954 is probably totally different. Okay?
Yeah.
Totally different.
Can you imagine every time they gave him a new bus, he's like, I don't want that.
I want my old bus.
Where's my old bus? Where's my diesel burning?
That's
like clouds
the kids
growing.
Can't breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
You listen, we can't breathe.
Everyone else has those really high, padded seats. He's still using those low ones that kids fly over when he shops short.
They're sitting on milk crates. Yeah. That's all they're really doing. So they can't get the seats reupholstered because nobody makes that stuff anymore. Right. So, but no.
That was toxic, right? Never did nothing to me.
Yeah, I don't put it in your mouth. They're 7. Yeah. Okay, they're 7.
That's all they do.
That's all they do. That's really all they do. That's the other thing too. What age? In 54, he probably drove every age.
Right.
Okay, and then as you get older, he's either driving grade school kids or high school kids. You know what I mean? I doubt it. At 85 years old, he ain't driving high school kids. There's no way.
Well, but he also drove like kids of kids of kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're like, which bus
I knew your daddy. I don't like the way you said that. I don't appreciate
it. Anyway, 85 years old.
But he's coming back next year.
He's coming back. Yeah, there he goes. But he's going to be right back here to teach you how to do it his way. You know what's weird?
But he's coming back part-time.
Yeah, but management was like, thank God he's gone. He's like, okay, here's what I'm telling you. Next year, I'm going to be here when it starts. I'm going to teach a new guy how to do this. And everybody's just like, oh, yeah.
Okay, but just how to drive the bus. Keep all of your opinions and all of your other things to yourself.
Stop telling stories. A guy that's 85 years old, he's got too many stories.
Got too many stories and no filter.
Correct.
It's down here, it's coming in out here, no filter.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. When you got kids coming on the bus that maybe don't look, act, or walk like kids that got on the bus in 1954, you got to watch what you're saying. That's all I'm saying.
Did your mom ever stop having kids? Oh, wow. Stop it. Stop it. Ulysses, come on.
Yeah. I know your dad. I bet you don't, but I know your dad. It's like, whoa, hold on here, buddy.
I never met my dad. Yeah, that checks out.
I understand. All right. Now, we're going to do a strange story that has an awesome title. I can't wait.
Are you ready?
Strange story.
3, 2.
Strange stories.
That's how you do it, Mac. So you got quiet on the last one. All right. Here's the title. I married a ghost named Eduardo who cheated on me. Then I adopted a possessed clown doll.
How deep have you gone?
I don't know. I just know that I'm loving this. Can you believe that?
I want to sample that one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
I don't know. So
I don't know.
We'll do it one more time. I married a ghost named Eduardo who cheated on me. Then I adopted a possessed clown doll. A woman who says she married, then divorced a ghost, has adopted a possessed clown doll. Okay, we got all that. But she says it made her ex jealous. Brocard, 40, tied the knot with a Victorian soldier spook, Eduardo. Then split with him when she accused him of cheating, then stalking her. I got news for you. Isn't that what spirits do? They hang around you and stalk you, right?
Eduardo never woos at home. Like, how do you know?
Right? Did you just boo her?
Yeah.
Is she your boo? I thought I was your boo. Yeah. So it says, oh, here's why. The singer-songwriter has now adopted a possessed clown after connecting, in quotes, with him when spending the night at a clown motel in Nevada. Okay. They have a clown. Here's what we learned. We have a clown motel in Nevada. Okay. If we have a road trip to Nevada, that needs to happen.
That is the scariest hotel in the.
It's got to be
in the continental United States.
Okay, but this chick went there and decided.
This chick is bonkers.
Oh yeah, but she decided. Not only am I not
you
scared,
and I are a lot of things. Bonkers is not on the list.
No. But it says she toured the USA with the clown doll and then returned home to Oxfordshire with it to conduct a paranormal investigation.
We are like Kramer in the contest. We will walk into that hotel. We will see our room. We will walk back to the lobby, slap the key down, and say, "Nope, I'm out. I'm out."
Yeah, kind of like whenever I have a business idea, I'm gonna see what it's like to sit in your chair and be like, I'm out. I'm not on this at all.
You see how easy that is? Now you have no responsibilities. We can just leave.
See, Billy Idol gets it. That's how it goes. But it says Brocard's marriage to Victorian Ghost ended in divorce. Let's see here. But she says her ex, Eduardo, has become jealous and does not want the clown in the house. Ghost magnet. Oh, my God.
So how does she know it's not the possessed doll that's flying around? She knows it's Eduardo that's tossing it out.
What if the clown's freaking crazy and she's like, wait a minute. I got a freaky clown, but I think I got a freaky ex.
Yeah. What if the movement of the clown around the house is Eduardo showing that clown some downtown?
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking maybe Eduardo's got a thing for the clown.
How do we know that she didn't bring the third party in herself?
Ooh, I like what you're saying here. So
yeah, I cheated on you. You brought in a sexy clown doll. That's on you.
She's like, why is every pineapple in the fridge keep getting turned upside down? I don't understand. I got to stop buying pineapples. I think they're possessed too. But it says the ghost magnet, Brocard, encountered the possessed clown while touring the world, filming a series of haunted locations for her TV show pilot.
This sounds more suspicious.
Yeah, this sounds like she's trying to boost her TV show.
Wait. Did you say boost her TV show?
Boo. Yeah, that's what I said. She says Eduardo has so far been placid with a PL.
Yeah, I turned around and was like, all right, hold on.
Yeah. We have
Please.
A placid ghost.
Yeah.
What you think like they make a blue pill for a ghost?
Ooh, is it a boo pill?
Yeah. So it says with her communicating with her spirits, and the couple rarely make contact these days. But this unrested soul seems to be rattled at the thought of her bringing another ghost over the threshold. I tell you what, the title I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
So far, I don't know this lady. I want bad stuff to happen to her.
So far, just us talking about it is the only positive thing about this story.
Correct. Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah, it started such promise, and you're like, oh, is this an M. Night Shyamalan thing? Because
There's a twist.
The twist is it sucks.
There's a twist. She connected with the possessed clown doll after her marriage ended. She said, I quote, I can instantly tell when Eduardo has a point to make. His energy is very powerful. His presence has been very manageable these days, and I only see him from time to time. He does not like the clown, though. He watches him, and I keep finding the clown by the door. Subtly, it's not Eduardo's, or subtlety is not, they spelled it wrong. Subtlety is not Eduardo's strong point.
Does she have a cleaning lady? What if the cleaning lady's like, no.
Yeah.
We don't like this. And then just puts,
That's all it is.
Yeah. Just the subtle,
Right.
Just take this out.
You know what I noticed? Every time we vacuum, that thing is by the door.
Now, to be fair, I don't remember. I think my mom gave it to my sister. It was a really creepy doll. And one year when we visited, Wendy didn't know that one of her doors was unlocked.
Oh.
So I kept, they would go somewhere and I would sneak in and I would move it. And she couldn't figure it out. And I never told her what door was unlocked. And finally, the last day, I was like, this door's been unlocked the whole time. Like, what? Yeah, this one right here.
Boo.
You know how you have these weird two-back doors? You never thought to check the one that no one uses but the one I've been using?
Yeah.
Or she's like, wow, this doll keeps moving the rug and the shoes out of the way. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, it's really weird.
Wild.
Crazy.
It's wild. Crazy. So, but it says he has nothing to be concerned about, as I have no intentions of marrying a clown ghost.
Yeah, that's ludicrous to marry a clown ghost. I'm already married to a ghost. That's ridiculous.
Oh, no. This is great. The clown is here for research purposes only, and I definitely don't need to get into a paranormal love triangle.
Yeah. I don't even love that clown. We just work together.
I got to be honest with you. This chick is bonkers. And you're not even joking.
No.
Okay? But here's the deal. Is she just doing this? She's just doing this stuff to plug her
It's
show,
gotta
right?
be.
I mean, that's got to be what it is, right? Like she's Elvira, weirdo of the dark.
I mean, at some point she probably flipped the switch and started buying some of it, but it's because no one else she just went bonkers. At one point she was probably like, "Oh, this is cool stuff. I'm into it." And then one day, just all of a sudden the switch flipped, and now it's like, well, now you have two ghosts in your house that you think are competing for your love, and it's just the wind, lady.
But it's weird. It's like, I wanted to get rid of that ghost, so I brought in this clown.
Yeah.
Turns out, now I got two ghosts.
Yeah, I got two ghosts.
It's got two. It's like Ricky Bobby. How do you get that knife out of your leg? You put the other knife in.
Yeah.
I got two knives in my leg. That's just how it happens.
If you give a mouse a cookie,
yeah,
he'll bring home a clown ghost.
So it says, this is the next quote. I know the clown is possessed. She knows. Okay. So perhaps Eduardo has picked up on the bad energy and is just looking out for me. Okay, look, this is a typical woman where she's saying, listen, she's making excuses now for Eduardo. Okay.
Right.
Eduardo needs to go to the curb. Okay.
Right.
He needs to go to the curb. He needs to get his stuff, all his clown stuff. No, he's the ghost stuff. He's a regular ghost.
Yeah, he's a
regular ghost.
Right.
He got his regular ghost stuff. Okay.
Right.
Clown can get his own stuff. But my point is it's like, don't make excuses on why he's acting the way he's acting. Okay. He's a punk. All right. He's a bad spook.
You just see her at the window, like her arms are flailing, and like, oh, is there a problem with that lady? No, she's just throwing out her ghost husband's stuff. It's just littering the lawn now.
That's all.
Yeah. The neighbors seen it all. It's just like, no. This is typical Thursday.
Yeah.
Eduardo's been doing stupid stuff again.
Oh my God, she's fighting with Eduardo again.
Meanwhile, like a see-through clown rolls up and is like, nice.
So it says, I'm fascinated by the prospect of spirit vessels and haunted objects. It's a whole new world for me, so I'm trying to learn and absorb as much as possible.
And you can learn and absorb as much as possible too by going to I married a ghost and brought home a clown.com for only, and you can get second DVDs for just $50
I was
going
to say, you know what's weird is that the second clown, the second
ghost is
the second ghost is $50 a pop.
$50 a pop. How do you do it, baby Billy? I just want everyone to have a ghost at home. But I don't make nothing from it. Once I pay my Ghostbusters and my Poltergeist and my scientist, I don't make nothing.
I make nothing. I do it for the people. But I picture he's the dude from last week where like the clown ghost goes, I'm gonna smack that ass. Okay, that's his wedding vows.
Yeah.
She's like, listen, I know the clown's possessed, but you know what he said? You know what he said?
Yeah, and the priest is sitting there with the holy water too, like exorcise the clown and the Bible and be like, you got nothing?
Yeah.
You got nothing? Because
really
I'm going to use one of these.
Are you sure you're done?
I'm going to use one of these.
Are you sure?
Right now, I'll tell you which way I'm leaning.
Yeah.
Prepare to burn.
Yeah. But that's why I've enjoyed filming this series so much, that I'm meeting people who've had fascinating ghost adventures, not unlike myself.
And you can find out about them by going to...
That I'm sure that's got to be coming. It's got to be coming. On a trip to a famous clown motel, Brocard instantly gravitated towards the clown and connected with it due to their love of theater and performing.
Get out of here.
Okay, listen.
I put up with a lot of stuff, and I usually respect a lot of people. But if someone said that to me, we're in a room, wordlessly, without noise, I would stand up, grab my hat. If I did not have a hat, I would fashion a hat out of something in that room, put it upon my head, and walk out.
Good day.
And yeah, I might do that. Either pop back in and good day that way, or as I'm going by the window outside, just good day.
It's exactly what I'm saying. So here's the deal. She can't have one friend, because if she has one friend, one friend's got to be like,
she doesn't have a true friend, because a true friend would be like, you bonkers.
You're a wackadoo. Yeah, you need to stop.
You are at a notch. I don't know if you can take it down. That's how far notches you are.
Yeah.
Fake friends would be like, so do I get an executive producer role in this show, or what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like they would be there just to get on the show, which is never happening, by the way.
Oh, no. Because first off, I only know about Brocard from reading this. I don't have any idea who she is.
And if anyone would have seen this show, it's your household.
Correct. Yeah. I would have. Actually,
well, you probably would have asked Chad Daniels about it.
So tell me, do you ever watch the one about the girl, the married clown?
I don't really watch any TV. Well, do you watch the one about,
Right, the girl and the clown?
What about the clown?
The ghost clown?
Have you been to the hotel? Have you ever worked there?
You ever been to Nevada? So it says Eduardo, her ghost ex, is jealous of the clown ghost. She says the spirit trapped inside the clown immediately revealed to Brocard that he was a carnival clown and that he was a tortured soul who spent his days performing for audiences that didn't care and ridiculed him for not being funny. There's his first problem.
Yeah.
You got a clown that's not funny? He ain't a clown.
Yeah, you got a clown that just sits there and is like,
Yeah.
You better stop that clown.
Yeah. Here's the deal. You got a clown that's not funny. Two things. It's either John Wayne Gacy.
Right.
Okay. Or it's, what's the guy that gets out of the
Pennywise?
drain? Yeah, the
Pennywise.
guy in the drain with the balloon.
Yeah.
It's that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Those are the two clowns that don't bring joy to anybody.
Yeah, when you bring home John Wayne and Pennywise, that's a problem.
And then you marry him?
We're all ghosts down here. Get out of here. I'm out. That's all I'm saying.
When I connected with spirits, it's often their emotions that I connect with first. Sometimes an unrested spirit attaches itself to a physical entity. In this case, this clown doll had once been owned or come to contact with a man who worked as a clown, she said. How does she know this?
She also believes that there's a ghost in her house jealous of this gross doll.
And his name's Eduardo.
Eduardo. Yeah.
Eduardo. You know, if your name's Eduardo, don't haunt anybody. You're going to get made fun of.
Eduardo.
Yeah. This man was tortured by his dreams of stardom, but was condemned to life in the carnival where he was underappreciated.
I feel like this woman just had a really bad intestinal problem and just had to name her farts at one point and really had to steer deep into it.
That was Eduardo.
What was that? Oh, that's just my husband Eduardo. He's a ghost.
That's Eduardo. Yeah.
He does smell like the dinner we had last night.
He suspiciously spells he suspiciously spells like Marishkas, which we had for lunch. Here's the
he smells like a Costco rotisserie chicken.
He smells like half a rotisserie chicken.
And beef sticks.
Okay.
You could really taste the beef sticks.
Just a hint of beef sticks.
Just a soupçon of beef sticks.
Look, open your mouth. Beef stick. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, do a little lip smack.
Yeah, do a little lip smack, you know.
Meanwhile, the clown is now turned into a mime doing the sad, rubbing its eyes. Like, no.
And it's mocking her. It's like, when did I get in the crosswalk?
Yeah, this led to 50% reduction in marriages.
This is really taking a turn. This is really taking a turn. So anyway, this kind of wraps it up here. The motel, she said the motel is fascinating as many murders have been reported on the site over the years.
Okay, so mimes reduce murders in intersections. Clowns raise them in hotels. Yeah, that's what I'm taking away from this whole show.
It's kind of weird. Hey.
And don't be in a hot box after you've eaten beef sticks.
Checks and balances. Checks and balances. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you're saying if we would have zoomed out, that mime experiment was totally worthless.
Yeah.
Because the clowns wiped up the positives.
Yeah. What we learned was when you house a half a Costco chicken, Eduardo's farts smell awful. Okay. That's what we learned. So it's believed that a lot of ghosts still live there, and some have possessed the clowns in the museum. The clowns have been donated from all over the world. Here's the deal. Somebody went, this thing's psycho. Get it out of my house. Oh, this guy in Vegas, he wants them all.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Right.
Okay. So I want to see if there's anywhere. Okay. Here, we're going to go at the end. To find out more about Brocard, visit brocard.com. She has her own last name.com. She will soon launch a clown cam so people can keep up to date on her adoption. Okay, listen.
I said good day.
Where can they find us, Dad?
You can find us haunting the Costco.
I can't top that.
You can find us at ThatChecksOut.net. All the socials, That Checks Out. WDT stands for With Damon and Ted. Don't forget, come on down here to Audio Hive Podcasting Studio. Talk to Brian, set up for your own podcast. He is our audio producer, owns the place. He runs the joint. We just bring the funny. That's how it works. That Checks Out is a TCO Productions produced by Damon and Ted. That's us. We'll catch you next time.
You do need to let him know if you want to start and stop on the button. You got to tell him. True story.
Yeah, you got to let him know
You got to
that.
tell him. He's got to know that.